Hey everyone, it's Pete Dalliday. Welcome to this edition of Hometown PTBO. This is Pete's coach, Rob Wilson. Willie, thanks for having us out here to the lake.
Oh, you're welcome. Anytime, Pete, anytime. Summer's usually a little nicer, but I like the winter too.
Well, if it was summer, we'd be standing in the water, I'm thinking right now, about knee deep.
Yeah,
and we don't want to show off your pants, so.
No, don't show up my pants. I got nice legs though, so you can
do.
see them.
You got the skating legs.
Yes,
Let's go back to just when you arrived in Peterborough and just sort of your junior career. You spent 1 year here, but it was one heck of a year.
Yeah, it was a great year. It was one of my favorites, actually. I played 3 years in Sudbury before that, and I got here, and we had a great group of guys, an older group, similar to this year's team, an older group of guys, and everyone was kind of dialed in, and we really felt. I remember before I got traded here, it was, you know, where do you want to go? And at that time, Peterborough was the team, the destination everyone wanted to come to, and I'd mentioned Peter, and he said, well, Sam McMaster said, well, that's one of the teams that really wants you, and Dick made a trade for me, and it was a great year.
A little closer too for your parents to come in, and they weren't like traditional hockey parents either, right? They both came over from Britain, is that right?
Yeah, they're both Glaswegian.
Yeah.
They're Scottish.
Scottish, okay, yeah.
And yeah, no, my dad fell in love with the game. He's a big soccer fan.
Yeah.
I love boxing too, but he fell in love with the game, fell in love with the Leafs, and grew up in Toronto. And then yeah, they got here, but they were older. My parents had me when my mom was 43 and my dad was 48. So I had great times with them because they were able to do more things with you, but unfortunately it wasn't as long as I would have liked. But yeah, no, it was good, and they loved it being in Peterborough because my dad didn't have to go to the 69 highway all the time to go see the game.
A little closer. All right, so you guys win that year. It's a great year. You got some great teammates like Mike Ricci and Ty Domi, and guys you're still friends with now to this day.
Yeah, and that's what happens when you win something. It's such a special thing that you end up having lifelong friendships. And yeah, we had a really good group, and those guys I still talk to, and a lot of other guys too. And during COVID, it was funny because Dave Lorenz set up a thing, and we were all getting on together. Andy McVicker and Mike Dagenais, a whole group of guys, and Todd Boysoon and Scott Campbell. So it was really good.
The Chirps were back. Yeah.
Oh yeah. There might have been a few of them.
Okay, let's talk about this gorgeous place right here. I know you're hoping to have the lads out for a little 3-on-3, but you're still going to have some fun out here at the lake, a little team bonding, and what a little paradise out here. Whether it's summer or winter, it's gorgeous out here on Chemung.
Yeah, you know what? Really fortunate. I bought this place after I played junior in Peterborough, and it was just a little white cottage back then, and had it for many years, then built the house on it. But it's such a good spot, and you're so close to town that it's really nice. And I got great waterfront, so it's actually really lively in the wintertime. We got all the fishing huts over there, and a lot of people snowmobiling and stuff. So yeah, no, it's actually pretty good. And I got my own little dog park out here.
You got your 2 dogs?
Yeah, got my 2 dogs. Rescues, both rescues, yeah. And I like them more than I like most people, but
I thought you were going to say your players there for a second.
No, not my players.
But you really,
I would never say that, Pete, not my players.
You really do care about your players. I mean, sometimes it's hard to tell, you know, you're behind the bench, but you go above and beyond. You really care about these guys.
You know what? I was one of them. I try and tell them about different paths, and maybe I didn't always do the right things, and I say that to them. I try and be really honest to them about, you know, where you want to go and what you want to do. And I've been fortunate since I've been in Peterborough. We've had a really good group. Like we really have. We've had great kids here, and some have gone on to university, some have gone to the American League, some have gone to the NHL, and there's so many avenues to. And I have a lot of connections still with a lot of the past guys now, and that are still talking to me and asking, you know, maybe a path in Europe down the road and things like that. So overall, it's been really good, and it's been a lot of fun.
Speaking of Europe. Oh, there he is. Yeah, your buddy Patty O'Connor there.
Yeah, he wanted to get on the camera. That's what Patty wanted to do. He had to make sure he was on the camera. So if you look over here, we've been building a rink, and you know, Patty blames the weather. Patty blames the weather for a little bit of water on it, but for me, I think it's the guy who was supposed to be the extraordinarily.
The one who's for the shortest amount of time.
Yeah, you keep bragging about how good you are building ice rinks.
52 years you could build a rink, right? But no.
No.
Wow.
Right through the camera.
I thought you guys were.
Get your face on camera.
As you were.
I thought you guys were friends, but you guys do have a special bond. You played together over over in Europe, and then you brought him here. Thanks a lot for that, by the way.
Yeah, that was
that was
another one of my mistakes. but yeah, no, Patty, we've been friends a long time, and you know, Patty's come on board and done a great job, and he's a great buffer. He knows my personality, and he knows that, you know, sometimes I'm not always the most
need a good cop around.
Yeah,
you know?
need a good cop around, and so he's the good cop a lot of times, and I think he likes playing the good cop. Yeah. And unfortunately, I'm the bad cop, and I think I'm probably pretty good at it.
Well, you're a good guy, and that's the main thing. And you know, good luck the rest of the way. You got hopefully a couple of busy months ahead of you, and hopefully we can do this in the summertime with a trophy out here, maybe. So
yeah, that would be special. I would love that.
And maybe a pop. Of some sort.
Maybe, but we'll. I'll take the trophy over that.
All right, that's Rob Wilson, everyone. Thanks for watching this really cool edition with the background here, the backdrop of Chemung Lake on Hometown PTBO. Thanks for joining us on this edition of Hometown PTBO, brought to you by Darling Insurance.